My name is Paul Dangtumda. I'm from Burkina Faso, and I'm leading the campus in Port Harcourt. A few years ago, pollution of the oil started destroying their fish and the water, started destroying their farms with a lot of misery. The benefit of the oil wasn't coming anymore into the Niger Delta, but it was in the hand of corrupt politicians. In the University of Ibadan, where some group of students was meeting together to challenge the injustice and the colonial masters. The students stand up to fight against that injustice. They start fighting in the campuses. Some politicians find an opportunity to use those cult groups to eliminate the opposition party. And they start arming them with guns. And as they arming them with guns, they start to invoke some protection with voodoo and witchcraft. I remember one day, I walked in 8 villages. I saw a lot of destructions, and people are no more living there. And you even can see dead body under the banana trees and under the mango trees. Militants and rebels and pirates get involved, and those militants start fighting the government against injustice. We cannot fight injustice with injustice. The militant wasn't winning the war, the government wasn't winning the war. It was a disaster. The government was looking for solution to come out. But also, the militant was also looking for solution, for peace. But they both sides, they wasn't talking to one another. They invited us with all the different church leaders. What do we do to bring peace in the Niger Delta? And some say we need to organize a prayer meeting in the big stadium. And everybody agree with that. But after the prayer meeting, what? This was the question of the government and the oil company. And then at the end, they also bring a big book with envelopes. They didn't want us to spend money putting fuel in our car to come to the meeting. But when they was giving, I realized the envelope was more bigger than just for fuel, for petrol to put in our car. And I feel in my heart, God doesn't want us to take that money. Then I stood up and I walked out, and the other followed me. I didn't know that the TV was still filming. And one of the things also I didn't realize is the militant themselves was having some spy. In the middle of the night, they knocked at my door. I realized my wife and the children was inside the room. And I remember my friend Alphonse Riza from Uganda. We did the school together in Kona here at the university campus. And I remember his story where people come and knock at the door. They end up shooting him. And the wife and the children heard all the noises. And the wife was traumatized and struggled with that for many years. And suddenly I said to myself, if it have to happen, I don't want it to happen in front of my wife. And I said to them, can we go somewhere else and discuss about it? They accepted. And they asked me those questions. Why you didn't take the money? I said to them, we are a mission that live by faith. We trust God to provide for our need. When I was explaining the value of our missions and what we stand for, God used it to touch their heart, and I led them to Jesus. And this was the opening. I didn't know that it was one of the leaders, the main leader, that have a camp, a militant camp